The Gus obviously going to do a good job of keeping Igor Kerim, you know, a little more alive, but there's a spell pierce, all right, sure. Pay for it, I guess.
Easy deal.
Okay, I still have enough mana to pay for the spell pierce. What are you doing, man? I mean, yeah, sure, you get the prowess triggers, but like, what's the plan here? Oh,
there it is.
A mystical dispute as well.
Functional, yeah, functional spell pierce enough to get in for Xaxes.
Settle the wreckage.
I'm glad you asked.
Oh my god! A 100-card historic brawl. Settle the wreckage in hand after I called it.
Riley, here we go. Nothing ventured, nothing gained here. Seasoned Pyromancer can let you ditch your hand, in this case, to draw 2 cards. And we need exactly 2. We need Bone Crusher Giant and an untapped red source.
Need the Bone Crusher Giant with Stomp, which stops the 9 lives from preventing damage, and we need the red source to cast the Stomp, Dennis. And wouldn't you know
there it is!
Look at that! I've always maintained, Dennis, I've always maintained that Magic is a very skill-testing game indeed, and Charizard James is showing us just how skill-based this game is, ripping the actual perfect 2 off the top here, and is going to win the game on the spot because of it.
Yo, what's up, Titan Smash? Oh no!
If this was the only way Tybalt's Trickery had ever been used, Riley, I think it would have been balanced the way Wizards intended it.
I think this is actually Magic as R&D intended. Tybalt's Trickery. Getting rid of an eye twitch? Why are you scared of an eye twitch? Now you have to deal with the lolth. What was that?
I'm terrified of an eye twitch, dude. Like, if only it had been something like a lolth, you know?
Raise the alarm. We found their win con. We didn't know what it was, and now we know. I've now found their win con. I don't like it. You fool didn't play around Triple Tithe. Listen. My opponent had Sky Tether main deck and then boarded out of all the bad cards and boarded in good cards like Memory Lapse and Teferi. How am I supposed to win if I know that? Their tempo play of 2 soldiers are going to win them the game. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. I can't look. I can't look. Ow. Man, Valkmir is a problem.
Nope.
Oh no. Wait, what just happened? Why was this 5 mana? Oh no. It came in tap.
Oh no! It came in tap.
Oh my god! Did we do it?
Yes! I attack!
Holy shit!
I attack! I attack! I attack!
Everyone's clenching right now.
No! Oh, he lost! He lost!
I attacked! No! No! What?
Oh, he lost! Oh no! Oh man!
What? Okay, I want them to kill this first. So I play this first. And I want these 2 to cast my other spells. No! Stop, opponent! Stop it! Please stop. Please stop. Please don't do it to me. Don't cast another land destruction spell. Please, oh my. Let's go! Not distortion! Yeah! Feel the power of the 6 mana black sorcery. Not distortion, come forth! I summon the winged dragon of Ra! exaggerating. Oh, Royal Eruption again! Oh my god! Kicker! Base! Oh, double Chandra emblem! Oh, is this... Yes! Oh! Oh!
Riley, does your opponent ever make a play that doesn't seem to make sense on the surface, but then over time starts to kind of come together a little more?
Yeah, this Aethergust obviously going to do a good job of keeping Igor Kerim, a little more alive, but there's a spell pierce, alright, sure. Pay for it, I guess.
Easy deal.
Okay, I still have enough mana to pay for this spell pierce. What are you doing, man? I mean, yeah, sure, you get the prowess triggers, but like, what's the plan here? Oh.
There it is.
A mystical dispute as well.
Functional. Yeah, functional spell pierce enough to get in for Xaxes.
Settle the wreckage.
I'm glad you asked.
Oh my god! A 100-card historic brawl. Settle the wreckage in hand after I called it.
Riley, here we go. Nothing ventured, nothing gained here. Seasoned Pyromancer can let you ditch your hand in this case to draw 2 cards. And we need exactly 2. We need Bone Crusher Giant and an untapped red source.
Need the Bone Crusher Giant with Stomp, which stops the 9 lives from preventing damage, and we need the red source to cast the Stomp, Dennis. And wouldn't you know
There it
look
is!
at that. I've always maintained, Dennis, I've always maintained that Magic is a very skill-testing game indeed, and Charizard James is showing us just how skill-based this game is, ripping the actual perfect 2 off the top here, and is going to win the game on the spot because of it.
Yo, what's up, Titan Smash? Oh no!
If this was the only way Tybalt's Trickery had ever been used, Riley, I think it would have been balanced the way Wizards intended it.
I think this is actually Magic as R&D intended. Tybalt's Trickery. Getting rid of an eye twitch? Why are you scared of an eye twitch? Now you have to deal with the lol. What was that?
I'm terrified of an eye twitch, dude. Like, if only it had been something like a lol, you know?
Raise the alarm. We found their win con. We didn't know what it was, and now we know. I've now found their win con. I don't like it. You fool didn't play around Triple Tithe. Listen. My opponent had Sky Tether main deck and then boarded out of all the bad cards and boarded in good cards like Memory Lapse and Teferi. How am I supposed to win if I know that? Their tempo play of 2 soldiers are going to win them the game. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. What is going on, Goose Gang? What is up, my friends? Hold on. Hold on just 1 second. You just wait. You just wait while I fix my camera. What's up, people? Who's my first in chat today? Nimble Sloth? What's up, Nimble Sloth? I mean, just Sloth? Scoop? Crokeyz? Enrial? Uno? How was everybody's Thanksgiving if you celebrated it? I know we have some people from other countries outside of where I live in the United States that are hanging out in the chat today. How are you doing? Oh yeah, I'm convinced. I'm convinced that Black Friday is a bigger holiday than Thanksgiving itself, okay? And also, Black Friday isn't, like, rooted in taking advantage of Native Americans. But, yeah. Black Friday is just rooted in taking advantage of people that want electronics. Ed. Your answer's on Discord, you know. I'm looking. Looking? I don't have time to look through all this. Yep, nope, still don't have time to look through all of it. Alright, we are going to start some music right about now. What's that song again? The Young Soul Brother? Get it out now. Is that what it's called? The Young Soul Brother? Or is that something else? Anybody know that song? Yeah. Right about now. Kababa, how's it going? Rockefeller Shank. I'm not a fan of confusion, so Black Friday says nothing to me. It's kind of confusing. I can't watch that on stream, DMCA. Or else I would. MTG Master J. Me and the Apple Pie had to get together. One of the two didn't survive. Assuming this is the Apple Pie talking. They take over your Twitch account? I'm gonna try a 17-7 gruel list. You can put it in my deck submission thing. It's free since you're a sub, Shababa. I can play it if you'd like me to play it on stream. Either tomorrow or if I get tired of this deck today. But I do want to put some time into this because I just built this on the last stream. If you were watching the last. Where is it at for the deck submission? In the Discord. In the Discord under the deck submission tab, under what to do. There's like there's a form that you fill out that takes like 1 minute. You ate so. Hey, what's up, Uncle Russ? You ate so much. I may decide to just sleep the rest of the day. Shame I still have to work. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, it's Orzhov, yeah. And wait, you ate so much this morning? I mean, I had a plate this morning myself. Leftovers are where it's at. Portugal today, the stores were empty. There's a new COVID wave, so I guess we're smart. Oh, is there though, Nuno? I'm not. It doesn't seem like that for the U.S., but maybe it's different for Portugal. Yeah, Nimble. If you want to do the best of 3, jump in here. If you want to submit that with channel points, do it. Leftovers in sub form are that much better. Yeah. Nicho, thanks. Thanks for the Prime. Let's freaking go.
Jame is on.
No.
I can finally spend my Prime sub.
Let's get an exclamation point clap for Dicho, by the way. Wait, we got some subs yesterday, didn't we? Or 2 days ago. We got Hazmat with the sub. Yeah, Hazmat subbed yesterday, so we got one more. We got one more to do. We are back to 1 monitor, so we're doing this a different way here. We're currently 9 subs away from me gifting 5 more subs to chat. We get a plow under reprint? That's way too slow. Pronounced Dico or Deco? Oh, it's a truncation of dichotomy. Oh, makes sense. I don't know whether I want to call you Dico or Deco. But I'll call you Deco. I'm used to calling you Dicho. That is not dead which can eternal lie. In 3 turns, even Edgar may arise. Let's go, Vorkaz. With the poem. Yo, what a master chatter. Yo, if everyone chatted like that, the world would be a better place. Everyone just come up with a freaking haiku and put it in chat. The world is a better place. Alright, tell me one obscure thing if you celebrated Thanksgiving that you ate yesterday. One thing that's not like turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes. What did you eat yesterday that was like obscurity? I know for my family, we make like, you know how like almost every family has like cranberry sauce of some sort? We make a cranberry relish from scratch like every year. Whether we eat it or not. I don't know when the last time I've eaten this. But it must have been like at least 6 years ago. The last time I ate this cranberry relish. My mom makes it every single time. I don't even think she eats it anymore. She just makes it as a formality. Like, it's Thanksgiving, so I have to make this. What is in crazy corn casserole, Master? Good fries? Would you go to McDonald's for Thanksgiving? I too can Lovecraft reference Mighty Hulu and his strange aeons. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about this while we're playing some game. Actually, do I make a YouTube video out of this? I could definitely make a YouTube video out of this. There's no way this deck's bad, right? No freaking way. No shot this deck is bad. This deck's gonna be busted. Or as my middle school friends used to say, this deck's gonna be off the chain. When was the last time anybody used that reference? Can you tell me? Have you ever said the words off the chain? You took out the line breaks at the haiku? You gotta put the line breaks in there, Deco. Well, I guess I'm calling you Deco because I called you Deco that time. What is Thanksgiving? Because my understanding is that it's to give thanks for the year's yield of crops and food. That's the like tame way of doing Thanksgiving. What Thanksgiving actually is, and I don't know as many details as like Native Americans do, but it's basically in so many words, and I don't want to get this wrong, but you can definitely look it up. It's a day that Americans, like newer Americans, back in like the 1700s and 1800s, even up to like 1997, I was researching this, like systematically oppressed Native Americans. But that specific day that we're talking about of Thanksgiving, it was like a literal Native American genocide. And they like tricked it in order to make it seem like it was some kind of feast. Like literally, it's like the worst. It's actually the worst holiday. One of them. But you can look it up yourself. That's what actually Thanksgiving is. It's actually the worst. Yeah, I'm coming to think that like all holidays are just like born out of sucky things that like should have never happened, but they're like all freaking holidays. Please carry zombies to 5 wins. Yeah, literal scams, Kratos. Literal scams. We used off the hook. Oh my gosh, we did use off the hook. But if in order for us to use the word off the hook, we kind of have to have more than one hook, right? The deck. Why don't we just like... like Crippling Fear might be a little better than Hook, though. Wait, we even have the Black-White Slowland, don't we? Do we play those cards? Makes Ball in the Snow worse. Christmas is from a pagan holiday called Saturnalia. Oh, I don't actually like disagree with that. That's fine. But like even like the American version of Christmas, or I should say the Christian version of Christmas, is like that's the day that Jesus was born and that's the day we should celebrate it. Okay? But in reality, that's not the day that Jesus was born. It was just because that was a pagan holiday that they decided to merge the two together. Because I don't know how that stuff happens. Something mixed up between generations. Something telephone game. I don't know. All right, so do we play the Black-White Slowland? I don't even know. Yeah, something like that. March or April, Nimblesloth? Yeah, it's a chimera of unrelated Winter Feast. You're right, Nico. Death Slayer, thank you for the Prime. Yo, can we get an exclamation point clap for Death Slayer? What's up, my friend? How's it going? Thanks for the Prime. If anybody else has Amazon Prime, I mean, we could get this train going. Like, if you have Amazon Prime, guess what? Your subscription is free. You get sub emotes for free and no ads for free. Who doesn't want that? And just before you ask, streamer, does that mean that you make less money off my sub if I get my sub for free? No, you're wrong. I make the same amount of money from your contribution, whether it's for an actual, I shouldn't say actual because they're both actual subs. For a $4.99 paid sub and for I already have Amazon Prime free sub, make the same amount of money. So you're supporting in the exact same way if you have Amazon Prime. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this Orzhov midrange deck on the road. Oh, by the way, if you're not following my TikTok, make sure to follow it. I'm pretty sure you can type in exclamation point TikTok in the chat, but somehow my commands were erased, so maybe you can't do that anymore. Let's go ahead and go to my TikTok, and let's make a new command for it, shall we? I have to log into this? I'll log into this. Logs into their account. Hold on, chat. What the heck? Log in. Hello?
I could be brown, I could be blue.
Oh, hello? Alright, I'm in. I am in. Why is it not showing my videos? You stop. This is so weird. Oh, because it's saying Charizard James and it should go to the one James. So I changed my name. Alright. Here it is. Here's the link. Send it to you guys right now. Follow me on TikTok. All right, everyone click that link and click the follow button, okay? I'm trying to grow my TikTok, okay? Let's just do this together. Together. can achieve greatness. Was TikTok? It's like when you look at a clock and you hear that thing going. And you hear that noise and you're like, oh, that kind of sounds like a clock. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Full of videos. It's like if you buy a clock from the store and then like starts playing videos in the front of it. Don't you mean Meta? It's not Facebook anymore. It's Meta. That's hilarious, Forecast. Okay. So, I'm going to do this as a YouTube video, and it's going to be awesome. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not starting in 5 seconds. I'll start whenever I feel like it. All right. Let's go ahead and get started with the new Yatobs vidya. If you're not subbed to me on YouTube either, I don't know what you're doing. You should be subbed if you watch YouTube content. Okay. If you watch Magic content on YouTube, you should be subbed to me. We have 718 subs right now, okay? We're going to try to hit to 1,000 before December 31st. We're gonna freaking get there. Alright? And it's not like you should just sub just so you can sub, okay? There's a lot of content on here that you're missing out on if you're not subbing, okay? Let's just go ahead and double check this right here. You get the Demir exploit deck that we did very well with. You get to watch me play the top 8 of the $500 tournament. You get to watch the whole set review, some zombies, some John Emmanuel Deprat deck. We got the Worlds deck list here, the Is It Dragons. We got Naya, we got Grixis Lear, Demir Rogues, Mono White. We got some historic decks in here as well. Modern in historic, undefeated Niv Mizzet Reborn, historic done mid-range. Listen, you guys are missing out if you don't sub to my YouTube, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. There's nothing in Vegas on my YouTube. The Vegas things are on my Twitter. And my Discord. Vegas things are on Twitter and Discord. So if you want to look up Vegas things, make sure to go into either one of those. All right, so we're going to start off with this. Ooh, 719. Thank you, whoever just subbed. If you just subbed, say me. On YouTube. Sub back or I'll eat your cat. Are you on YouTube, Kratos? Send me your YouTube. I'll sub to you. Exactly, Molda 3. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for anything COVID related, and if you're on Twitter or Discord, you can see stuff. So what's up, Mike? All right. Erdos Gaming, 53 subs. Let's freaking go. What you got? What you got? Mono Black versus Mono Black. We got, wait, what videos we got here? Oh, you have 69 views? That means I can't view anything because I don't want it to go all 69. Halo Infinite Beta. Help. Spooky Warzone. Alright, I'm subbed. I want to show you that I'm subbed too, just so you know that I'm not lying. Subscribe. Subscribe. Easy clap. You see how easy that is, chat? You see how easy it is to subscribe? Super freaking easy. And it's free. Put on night mode? I only put on night mode on my phone. Because when I put on night mode on my computer, it messes up with my lighting on my stream. You know what I mean? You can also watch my stream VODs by typing in !VOD and clicking on that one and subscribing to that channel as well. My eyes, they burn. Alright, anyway. Actually, chat, can you help me out with something? I want to say a new thing when I start out my videos. I don't want to say, what's up, guys? I don't want to say, like, how's it going, everyone, like I usually say. I want to say something else. I want to say something involving our group of people. I want to say, like, something about Jamers. Something about Jamers I want to talk about. Like, what's up, Jamers? Something like that. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. That is a rhyme. Oh yeah, Nimble Sloth has been subbed for a while. I appreciate everyone that's already subbed to my YouTube and chat. You actually helped me insanely much. Sub peasants of Jamestown. Listen. Oh wait, you said Jamestown? Okay, it's Jamestown. I don't know what. All right. So mod check. I'm out, Nimble Sloth, for pluralizing my name. Okay, I am not James. I am James. Okay, it is not Jamestown. That is an actual city in the United States of America. I'm talking Jametown. Someone time out Nimble Sloth for 1 second, please. Game with James. Sorry, I'm kidding, Nimble Sloth. As a connoisseur of the fine art of portmanteau, I approve of the term Jamer. Thank you, Deco. That's the point. Ah, Jamestown is possessive. The town belonging to James. Okay, don't time out Nimble Sloth. They know what they were doing. That's also true. That's also true, Sloth. I'm telling you, if you guys aren't in the Discord talking all day, like Nimble Sloth and Nuno and some other people are, I know John Ramos is up in there every day. Let me go ahead and double check here. Bruin Crab, Nimble Sloth. Okay, if you're not these people, you could be talking to these people if you're in the Discord, but you know you're not because you're not these people. All right, Nimble Sloth, Bruin Crab. We got John Ramos in here. We got who else do we got? Nuno's in here for sure. Nuno's in here a lot. Dazen's in here a lot. Who else we got? Waddle D Plays was having some nice conversation the other day. You know, if you're not those people, you could be one of those people and talk for a while. Talk about Magic the Gathering in the Discord if you'd like, when I'm not live. Also, thank you so much, The Real Killdub, for the huge raid. Oh yeah, Rachel's in there too. Killdub, what's up, my friend? Yeah, Scoop's in there too. Great, thanks for the follow. If you are here for the first time, my name is The One James. We're here to give you some nice, constructive, standard and historic arena content, and also be a little bit entertaining if you think so. At the same time, if you think I'm entertaining, don't say anything in chat. Look at that, I'm super entertaining. Look at that, no one's saying anything in chat. That means they know I'm incredibly entertaining. Look at that, no one's saying anything. Player man, how's it going? Hey James, I built something similar to this, but with more of a walker focus. It's sweet. Oh, I love the walker focus. How's it going, Jeb? Hope Thanksgiving went well, not too much. I'm gonna try to make some 86% mid to the top 100 in the next 24 hours. A viewer offered me $100 if I can do it. Wow. I mean, you heard The Real Killdub. I mean, you're more than welcome. You are much more than welcome. Okay, to double or nothing that, okay? You're much more than welcome. I mean, I wouldn't be here otherwise. Well, that and the fact that Jaffer doesn't go live till my... Oh, no. Oh, no. Going from father to son halfway through the day. You made Vincent play my I said near live, didn't I? Lear Niv. How did he do with it? How did Vincent do with it? Take care, guys. Clock is ticking. I need to cook breakfast. Interesting. Is that coincidence I hear? That Real Killodub's clock is ticking? We were just talking about TikTok. It felt way more powerful than your last Niv list. Oh, can we get a streamer shout out for Vincent? Vincent's actually in the chat. Oh wait, we did that already. Sepsis, how's it going? Oh, what's up, my friend? All right, let's go with what's up, Jamers? I'm gonna do it right now. What is up, Jamers? Today we have Orzhov Midrange. You might have seen this in one of my previous videos for Standard 2022 back in a few, I guess it was a couple months ago in this YouTube channel. But now we have an updated list with Innistrad Crimson Vow cards in it, okay? It's going to be the same kind of style. The lands are the same. We do have some cool cards that we want to try out that I think actually improve this deck. The cards are Fellstinger, 3-mana 3/2 Death Touch exploit. Whenever it exploits a creature, target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. You get those draws immediately without paying extra mana, which means I'm playing this over a couple Spellport Merchants, doing a little 2-2 switcheroo. And also, I'm playing 2 Edgar Charmgroom. Now, this card is, I think it's pretty underrated, but people are catching on to this card. It's a 4-mana 4/4 Orzhov Legendary Vampire Noble. The other vampires you control get +1/+1. You don't have a lot of vampires in this deck, but until you read the rest of the card. When Edgar Charmgroom dies, return to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. So it's a 4-mana 4/4, dies, you block with it, you jump with it, they remove it, what have you. Or it just gets in for 4. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 white and black vampire creature token with lifelink and put a bloodline counter on Edgar Markov's coffin. Then if there are 3 or more bloodline counters on it, remove those counters and transform it. So this is a 4/4 that when it gets dealt with, it makes 3 1/1s with lifelink. And also, if you have this on the board, and you also have another copy of Edgar Charmgroom, that you drew 2 of them, now your 1/1 white and black vampire tokens, lifelink, become 2/2s. So it does a really, really good job of getting you to the late game, and also just being a threat, and also pretty good against control, since it does make those extra creatures. So we're going to try this card out as well. We do have Liaisa still chilling out in the deck here. I love this card. We trimmed down a Blood in the Snow since we are playing a little bit more creatures. We trimmed 1 Vanishing Verse in favor of 1 Infernal Grasp to be better against multicolored cards. We have some cards in the sideboard as well, but we can go over those and you can watch those a little bit later. But one change that we did make was we put 2 Graveyard Trespassers in the sideboard because I like this card. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some matches, and it all starts right now. Let's freaking go. You like Infernal Grass over Power Word Kill? Yes. Like, dealing with dragons and angels, especially because there's a lot of angels in that Cleric's deck, is like relevant. 1 meat hook in the meta, full of mono white and mono green. I haven't changed this deck around to like combat mono white. I don't think meat hook is actually good against mono green at all. I'd much rather have Crippling Fear. That's why Crippling Fear is in my sideboard. Since a lot of their things have 3 and 4 toughness, and it takes like 6 mana to do anything against that deck anyway. Really good against mono white, but we should already be good against mono white with the amount of chump blockers and sweepers that we're already playing. But maybe if we play against a lot of mono white, we will put another Meat Hook Massacre in the main deck. That was my Thanksgiving. It was awesome. It was awesome. I mean, a couple of family members that I had gotten into a little bit of a scuffle, but the food was good. Family was good. I got my fiance as well. don't usually like to keep hands like this. It doesn't really like, do much, but you do have a Lolth on turn 4 if Shambling Gas dies. We have a Skullport Merchant, which makes me even happier about this. So now even if Shambling Gas doesn't die, we have Lolth on turn 4. Even more snow-covered plains. This is fine. I'm not going to attack with the Eye Twitch because we're the control deck in this matchup anyways, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Next turn we have Lolth, and we can start winning the game at that point. The only reason I think Lolth could die is if they somehow give this 2/2 trample, but I don't know if that's going to happen either. Oh, they're attacking. This makes me think that they have a Snakeskin Veil. But we're going to make them use the Snakeskin Veil anyway. I think I'm actually going to triple block this, because if they use the Snakeskin Veil to dodge, then the Shambling Gas can just... Shambling Gas actually can't kill it at that point. So if I go double block of this, they're going to use Snakeskin Veil. When I target the 3/3 with the Shambling Gas -1/-1. Alright, so let's go ahead and make them use Snakeskin. That's fine, because we have Vanishing Verses in our deck anyway. So go ahead and discard a card, lead us. Thank you. Alright, moving on. We're going to go ahead and get Pest Summoning, because we don't want to lose that way, I don't think. I don't think we're ready for Mascot Exhibition yet. Could just discard draw. I don't mind discard drawing. I'm glad I discard drew now.
You require my will cannot be denied.
Alright, so we made them discard the Snakeskin Veil for... It didn't get to just counterspell our removal spell, so that's good. We do want to draw some Vanishing Verse or Infernal Grasp, something like that. We don't really want them to have a little kitty car here, some Cadillac. Dr. Aguas, how's it going? Hey, how do you feel about the Orzhov control deck compared to this one? What is the standard Orzhov control deck that you're talking about? Alright, this is just Chump City here. Or do we just go for the double block? It can kill 2 of our things, in which we will get 2 counters on this, but I don't think I'm minusing anyway, even if I get 2 counters, so I'm just going to chump it. I don't think they can give this trample.
My power is for annihilation.
That is a Cadillac. Okay, that card's pretty good. Draw card.
I always
Good draw.
regret the loyal.
Have these for Elite Spellbinder. Hopefully we can catch them on a Wren or like another Chariot or something. Wow, their hand's insane. Gotta take that Wren.
Failure burns within us.
Alright, so we do this, and then they're gonna try to Brizble Belial. I can't say Blizzard Brawl. Okay, I just said it. They're gonna Blizzard Brawl maybe our 1-4 or something, and then we get to Deadly Dispute, whatever they target. Wedding Announcement, that's a card. They might actually get to kill our Lolth here, depending on what they do.
I will cull the weak.
Interesting. Can we get a nice in chat for 69 viewers in chat, please? Can we get a nice. Alright, they don't want to use the Faceless Haven because they want to hold up their Snakeskin Veil or play another Chariot. Or we're definitely blocking both of these, I think. Pretty sure I want to keep my Lolth. Because, like, we're just in a Blood on the Snow waiting room, right?
A gift. In exchange for do what I demand.
Because we're going to be able to get two more 2/1s anyway and make it really hard for them to deal damage. Lolth is like the mono green just destroyer. You count 70 now, preposterous. 72, 73? People, stop watching the stream so we can get back to 69, okay? Go watch someone else. Let us get back to 69 in peace and harmony. By the way, anybody that doesn't know, Mr. Beast is literally has 100 million, almost the way to 100 million subscribers. 78.4% of the way. That is insane. I actually tweeted something about this too. Mr. Beast is got 1.4 million subscribers just yesterday. How about a lamp?
I will get what I want.
How do they get past this?
Subservience will be.
This is so good. The amount of games you won by making the opponent draw two? That's called pro-level thinking, Nimble. I mean, Sloth. By the way, shout out to Elite Spellbinder in this game. Freaking Ren and 7 just chilling out there. Everything's going to Lolth. They have another Chariot, so it's hard for me to want to trade with this. They also trade with it anyway since they can't cast Chariot this turn regardless. And they're going to use their Snakeskin Veil on something else anyway. Okay, so they get to use their states can be able to kill the wolf, which is unfortunate.
I will not cry like a weak little slave. I will cull the weak.
I get to do this, and then I get to do value blocks that don't kill my creatures. Then I get to Amaria's Call and give my things indestructible. All right. Come on. Come on. I want to get rid of this ranger class. I also want to get rid of this chariot too. Wow, no way they attack. They don't have good attack. Wow, we're actually attacking. Did I just do that? Can I lose an angel? I really wish my eye twitch would have died. Like if I played it like after I played Amaria's Call, because then I want to get the card that exiles the chariot, but I can't do that anymore. Maybe that was a mistake, slightly. Oh yeah, they Letus knows that they attacked into my indestructible creatures here. Oh wow, that's really good. How do I not die here? Need like a blood in the snow at some point? If I vanishing verse the tree folk token on the stack of the Seeker's chariot targeting it, do they still get one?
Never be unleashed on the will of the woods is made manifest.
Pretty sure they don't get one anymore. I mean, hopefully they don't get one. Yo, Adine, what's up? Oh my gosh, busted. Can I get a Shimmer shout out for Audine, please? This is going pretty well. This is our first game. First game today. We kill Reddit or we not care about it? Is that making a Markov chain, right? Like I should just attack with Edgar, but like I don't. But maybe not. I should probably just block with it. Sacrifice my angel to get rid of Ren.
Our leaves fall like tears.
I could have kept the land in my hand to rummage off the eye twitch, but I really think I'm getting a different. I think I'm actually getting a card off eye twitch. That land was pretty good for them to draw, because now they can animate the Faceless Haven and the Mammoths become 5/5s. Reed, thanks for the follow. Oh, thanks, Milk Crate. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's one thing that I love doing. I think not enough content creators do that. So, like, I'll let you know my lines. Do this. Are we killing the 8/8 or are we not? We could just chump it. Like I should just jump it. Value block here. Value block is here. Value block is. I think we just have to jump these. Just not die. Oh yeah, Haven could trade with the Mammoth, but Haven could just trade with Mammoth next turn. Oh my gosh! I forgot. Oh my gosh, Ignis! I forgot that Haven's a vampire. Yo! Things to forget, chat. Things to forget.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
What's funnier, a swamp or a mountain? I have no idea. Stop drawing lands. That means those things are huge. Oh, wait, I think I'm dead anyway. Am I dead? It's hilarious. Oh! Fair a freaking enough. You see what happens when they kill Lolth and then we just, like, don't draw blood in the snow ever? This is what happens, chat. Actually, we live. We live! How many games am I expecting to play? I don't know. I should try a Soren to produce a 2/3 lifelink. I could. I don't expect to ever win this game.
You deal with this annoyance.
I don't even know what I can draw here. I think I'm just dead. Block, 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 take 6. Take 10. I'm expecting to play until I win at least 3 times. Because it's going on YouTube. Redane's actually not that bad in this matchup. I mean, if we had drawn blood in the snow or another Lolth, you wouldn't be saying that, right? This is Pog YouTube content. We had a lot of draws to get there, but we didn't get there. I like. Then again, this is only one match. Or I mean, granted, that was only one game. Yikes. What is this hand? Do I just try to get there with Crippling Fear? At least I have something to play after our environmental sciences at some point. That card's what I'm afraid of. Dang. Well, that's what mulling to 5 does, chat. What was that? 2 1-landers in a row? No, it was a 1-lander and then it was an all-black lander. Maybe they don't run it. Probably out of this game already. Pure land, that was good. If that was a meat hook massacre, we would get dodged here from the Sculptor of Winter. Like this was so much better than meat hook in this situation. Like they have Snakeskin Veil in hand and it didn't matter, so they didn't cast it. Hey, Duck is angry. How's it going? Redain's kind of irrelevant right now, so I need to discard that to try to draw land. Try to cast Edgar, I think. They could still be running it. They could just like have not drawn it, but yeah, we didn't see the 4/4 trampler last game. Best draw next turn is maybe like Vanishing Verse, but it's still gonna be difficult because they have 2 Faceless Havens and Ranger class already on level 2. I could buy some time by getting past summoning and casting it next turn. Doesn't really buy time since Old Growth Troll is going to be like a 7/7 next turn. It's not going to be enough. Still no land. Yeah, I think this is an anomaly game. I mean, anomaly match, actually. Why did it use the foil one? Rash. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I should be at 3 life next turn. And then when I Blood in the Snow, I can bring back, like, I Twitch or something. Never lucky, chat. This trample's gonna be difficult. This trample's like game losing. I need an advantage verse. Like, even being in this situation in the first place is still good for our deck to be in, because we did top deck the Blood in the Snow, which was good, but it just wasn't enough at the end there. Like, the second Old Growth Troll, Trample's very good against this deck to begin with. That's unfortunate. Like, in this situation, like, Meat Hook Massacre wouldn't have even saved us there. Oh wow, we have the Dream Jet. Whoa. We actually have the Dream. It'll dispute into turn 3 lull.
Subservience will be rewarded.
And then they have turn 4 lull.
Aren't I the generous one?
Alright, so I get to Gambling Gas plus Fell Stinger, my Shambling Gas. Then I get to -1/-1 counter their Spider.
I will get what I want. We will slay our enemies.
And then I get to just kill their Lolth.
I return to
So they get to kill my Lolth next turn, but now I have Void Presence.
ambitious minds.
Oh, they could have just attacked and killed my Lolth. So that's good for me. Glad they used that. I don't really want them to have that Root Coil Creeper on board. But this is probably not the time to fire that off. Or they might play a chariot or a wren here.
Envy the strong, for they consume the weak. Do what I demand.
Alright, so if we attack with both spiders, they can't block both of them. So we kill the Lolth and then meat hook creatures. Kill the Lolth. Meat hook creatures. Bring back our Lolth. No, not meat hook. I mean, blown in the snow. The Lolth. Everything else goes face. Oh wait, we can't bring back our Lolth. We'd be able to bring back only our Stinger. Still doing it though.
I'm sure you'll miss me. A gift in exchange for loyalty.
Alright, thanks, Nimblesloth. Send me. Not send me. I'll do it after I do my YouTube video. It might actually have to be pushed till tomorrow if I play for long enough. Alright, so I can blow on the snow, bring back my Fell Stinger, and draw 2 more cards. We can do it for tomorrow, Nimble, though. I can just meat hook for 2, killing my board. I think I'm supposed to trade boards here, though. Okay. That's one step closer to blowing the snow, bringing back the Lolth, but they got Innkeeper and Chariot. I think I'm gonna blow in the snow, get rid of both my eye twitches and their tutus, and then get a environmental sciences to get my last snow. Or I could just cast Mascot and not care. Could just attack them with Cave. I cast Mascot and not care. I'm gonna get in with these because it's probably one of my last times to get in with a little flyer because they probably have Ren in hand. And I think a combination of Flyers and Meat Hook Massacre is going to win us this game. They have their own. So now my play, I think, changes to go Hive plus reduced memory there, Asika's Chariot. Oh wow. It's a shame that auto tapper tapped me off of double white here. Oh my gosh. Root Coil Creeper gets it back. Actually, I missed that. Oh, they didn't cast it. Okay, so I knew they had the Ren. Okay, so Blood in the Snow makes sure that they... Oh, they're gonna use it. They're gonna use it in response. That sucks. Dang, I messed up there. Maybe I should have used Blood in the Snow. Maybe not. I don't know.
You could have such power, but you are too weak to take it.
It's fine. Like, even if they play Storm the Festival, they have to get, like, really good cards right now. Alright, that wasn't good enough. Unless they have another Chariot. Okay. Well, that's good enough. Nine mana? They can storm the festival again. I think I need to use this opportunity to kill the Ren here. Draw?
Run, but we will catch you.
The heat has become unbearable.
I've beaten decks like this before. In fact, I played against a deck similar to this. It was the black-white, the green-white version of it, but playing mostly the same cards. Played against it in the last round of the Hoogland Open and should have won that one. Alright, killing this Chariot helps me, because then it opens the door for Blood in the Snow here.
I am merely delayed, not defeated. And my power is for for annihilation.
That one did, in fact, end up with an oh no. Alright, so now I can Blood in the Snow, bring back my Lolth again.
My children drench their hands in the blood of my enemies.
Let's see how long this can last for.
Slay our enemies.
Another chariot. Yikes. That's kind of okay. Oh, they have a creature land. Alright, so we can Amaria's Call, make sure our 2/1s are indestructible. Then we'll have 3 mana left over. Let's draw a card off Lolth first, see what we get. Complete Spellbinder. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Who that last card is? You can still cast Amaria's Call afterwards. Knowing that's a land, you just cast this. These are indestructible, so go ahead. Putting them to 7 is good for us. Because one of these plus this is game. Great game. Great game. Wow. Alright, so Vanishing Verse is good against Chariot. What else is it good against? Ren, Meathook, maybe. Lolth, definitely. So since they play Lolth, does that mean they play Blood in the Snow? They're playing a couple Snowlands, but that's probably just for the other card. Probably just for Binding of the Old Gods. Duress is probably a good. Go Blank. Raydane's probably insane. Graveyard Trespasser's probably good, since we're probably the... I don't know if we're the aggressor or if we're not. I don't really know the answer to that question, but... can definitely outlast them. Yo, Spice Lord, holy crap. Legacy 3-1, you're insane.
3-1 with 4-color twin in Legacy.
2 more months until a whole year, Spice Lord. Thanks for coming back. Infernal Grass is definitely worse than Vanishing Verse, so let's go ahead and give them that. Crippling Fear, I don't know. I like all these cards, but maybe we don't need all of them. I like that Skullport. I don't like that Skullport Merchant dies to Binding without drawing a card first. I think I just like going towards like hand hate here. I don't think we're gonna need Deadly Disputes, so we're gonna cut a couple of these, and we're just gonna do it like this, I think. Can we all get an exclamation point clap for Spice Lord MTG? 7 more subs till I gift 5 more out. Also, chat, what would you like for me to do a sub goal? I've been doing gift 5 subs because I like giving back to people that give to me and that support my content. But if you have any ideas of what you think a sub goal should be or could be, let me know. Turning out to be a pretty snazzy hand. Now, what could they play on turn 3 that we care about? Oh, we'll just attack. We'll just attack, I guess. This isn't historic, so no growth spiral happening. Yo, how's it going, Goris? Nothing here, not even a go blank. Start off by attacking, I guess. Then we'll go ahead and hit him with the good old go blank here. Could be a Jawari disruption, but I'd be kind of surprised if they had Jawari. Divide by 0. Okay, I'm kind of glad they used that there. Brand new gaming laptop for 50. Brand new laptops are pogger. Alright, so that's a chariot. And chariot is otherwise known as a yikes. Go blank doesn't really do anything here. Fell Stinger blocks the chariot. But I think I need to hold up Vanishing Verse for Ren. Yeah.
The will of the woods is made manifest.
Alright, so what if we Fell Stinger the Shambling Ghast, make a treasure token, and draw like a another Vanishing Verse? That ain't it. We could go blank them right now. Go blank them now, cast Lolth later. Like that. And then we can use the Fell Stinger to block the chariot unless they have an answer for it. That was a pretty okay sequence for us, all things considered. Discarding 2 lands is not good for us. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's incredibly not good for us. How are we gonna come back? Definitely blocking this. Need like Blood in the Snow coming up soon? Lol, this will buy us some time. Play this, minus this.
Darkness will swallow and I, the generous one.
Alright, Lolth's gonna die. We have backup Lolth. Lolth's gonna die, but we do get to kill a tree folk. Where do we kill 2 cats? How good is trading here for us? I think we kill the go wide. We do this, and then next turn we cast another Lolth, and then make 2 more 2/1s, and then hopefully we can make the next Lolth survive.
A pity our time is over. A gift. My will cannot be denied.
Which soon grows mighty forests.
Okay, so I think I have to take this opportunity to kill the Wren and then cast Fellstinger, but if they have a removal spell, I'm going to be in trouble. Alright, no removal spell.
The heat has become unbearable.
Okay. I don't hate the spot that we're in right now. They can kill our 3-2, we die, but... All the Wrens. Wait, they could have killed us by animating their hull, right? Okay, so they just missed lethal, I guess? Wow. I have 8 mana.
My power is for annihilation.
Hey, Lumazzi, how's it going? Good to see you. Morning's been awesome so far. I think this is where we die, but we're still gonna play.
We can foster much growth here.
We can play Mascot and Eye Twitch, or Mascot and Duress. Mascot and Duress is probably better. Or like Edgar. I'm gonna play Duress and Mascot. Like, Ren's about to ult in 2 turns, but that's a binding. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. That's a storm, of course. Why not? Yeah, why not? Yeah. You know. Why not Millstorm the festival? Yeah, why not? Seems like the most optimal thing to do.
Subservience will be rewarded.
They're not attacking their 10-10s into my 3-2 Fellstinger. That's pretty cool. Go blank. Draw a card. That's a blood in the snow. I can kill all walkers. And then well, Go Blank doesn't do anything. But I can kill all walkers and bring back my Lolth. How's Edgar feel? I think it's a pretty cool, like mid-rangey control tool.
Failure burns within us.
You reek with terror. Aren't I jealous?
Alright, the first person that draws a meat hook massacre might actually win this game. Or I might just time out and they win in game 2 and then I just win in game 3. Or I'll time out in game 3 if they win this game, since we're only in game 2 right now. Go figure. Oh yeah, they can keep using Root Coil Creeper to bring that card back. That's pretty insane. I guess I have to go blank now because they don't have Root Coil Creeper currently in play.
Good minions are loyal.
I can't go blank Animary's Call, but I can go blank an Edgar. And then next turn I can Animary's Call. Oh yeah, I love the Sorin. Sorin seems really good. Alright, so hopefully they can't get rid of my Lulth here. Maybe they don't top deck a Binding or something. Oh my god, that's a go blank. So I lost my card. That's not good for me. Seems I'm kind of like semi ahead though. Oh my god. Can meat hook for 7 max. I could meat hook for 4 and leave their... The thing about meat hook is they keep their tree folk, which makes me instantly lose the game. What I have in my sideboard left? Pest reduce. They also have a chariot though. I could meat hook for 1. Meat hook for 1 leaves my Fellstinger alive to block the 13/13. It kills the Hermit, kills these, leaves their things alive. I think meat hook for 1 probably is bad for me. Hermit doesn't counter, it just counters unless I pay 3. I don't think I need to ult Lulth. I think I should just minus it. Like, they have 3 creature lands and a chariot. What does it take to ult Wolf? It takes 8 creatures to die? I would need to meat hook for X equals 2, which kills my Fellstinger, which means their 14/14s get to attack me. But I think I should just meat hook for 1. Gosh, these matchups are so grindy. Alright, I have a meat hook and they don't, so I should be ahead now.
I will do my power is for annihilation.
All right, back up to 16. They're at 19. Jeez. This is crazy. All right, so they're willing to lose their chariot. I'll block with Edgar. Didn't really think that one through, so it could have been a mistake, but I don't have time to think it through. I have 8 minutes left.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Minus? No?
I will cull the weak.
Other end? Got it. Getting flashback to the Hooglandia Open Finals.
I bring my own army.
It's bold to bargain with me.
That's a blow in the snow.
You will serve me well.
All right. So this... Or... I have 13 creatures. Could I just attack them and then wipe my own board? Not working? Yo, this game is sick. Next to blockers. We're gonna get him? I didn't even do the math. I'm just gonna do it. I don't even know if this is lethal. Who cares? I'm done with this game. I'm done with this match. Is this lethal? Math is for meat hooks. much damage is this? I don't even know how much damage this is. I don't even know what's going on here. How many triggers is this?
Do what I will. We will subside. I will again. Anti-gen.
This only combat damage? 3, 2? Got it. Oh! Oh, man. Yo, Sunny Buzzkill. I know, it's a crazy. Wait, is that you? Are you Smellio? Wasn't you? Okay. Dang. Yo, first time chatting for Sunny Buzzkill. Everyone go exclamation point high to Sunny. Yo, that was sick. It was you, John? Okay, I always figured it was you. That was super grindy. Wow. Yo, Smellio, great game. Great game. I don't know if you saw or watched or like turned on the VOD or anything from that match, but I basically said whoever draws Meat Hook Massacre first will win. You came just in time for our pack war though. Every time we have a pack to open, we're gonna do a pack war. If you don't see it, you're going to have to refresh the page if you don't see it, but it's live right now. You have 2 minutes to vote with your channel points. Whether this is even or odd mana value, you may begin. You can read it in the chat as well. Make sure to vote with your channel points whether you think this is even or odd. And also, please read this in the chat, exclamation point Pack Wars, so that you can say what rare you think this is from Innistrad Crimson Vow, and you win a gift sub. You thought activating Rem would kill you? Yeah, it's like a really weird part of the match where it doesn't really happen that often, but when it does, it's kind of scary. Like, I think my death... actually, Smellio, I encourage you to go back into the VOD. There was a point in time where you had game on board and you didn't kill me. So I definitely should have lost that game, but who knows how game 3 would have went. It was way earlier in the game where you had lethal. There was a turn where you had both 7/7s on board and I was at 14 life. And then if you had animated your blue land with the land that you played for turn, you had three 8 power attackers, and I was at 14 and I only had 1 death touch blocker. But because I had that death touch blocker, you like didn't attack and you did a different play, and then I eventually won. So, yeah, definitely look that over. We have about 10 seconds left for, wow, can someone please vote even mana value with your channel points? It's a very odd disparity in channel points. You have about 5 seconds. Does anybody think they know what rare this is? If so, you want a gift sub. And if you're already subbed, a gift sub goes straight to someone who's contributing to this. Memory lapse? Hey, what's up, Cheeseegg? Hey, good day. Oh, Amber, what's up? How's it going? Good day, good day. Can I get a streamer shout out for Amber NPG, please? Norm, thanks for the follow. Also, quick, Amber, name what rare you think this is, rare or mythic, that you think this is from Crimson Vow, and you can get a gift sub. Quick, go. Volatile Werewolf, okay? Old Rutstein, okay, for Deco. Anybody have any other guesses? Voice of the Blessed for Nuno. Headless Rider for Blazing Disciple. You got, what other predictions do we have? Geralt Stitcher Dude for Vorkot. Dollhouse of Horrors for Nimblesloth. Hullbreaker Horror for Barbarosso. Is that all we have so far? Phenomnath. Wedding Announcement for Pagshim. Alright, prediction time is over. It's time. Choose. Wedding announcement for Cheese. Anya for Captain Sam. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Dominating Vampire. That's an odd mana value. And nobody guessed Dominating Vampire. You guys are awesome. Awesome guessers. But congratulations to everybody that won our first pack war of the day. $20,800 goes to Nimblesloth and 2 others, and Nimblesloth is Nimblesloth literally always wins every time. I don't understand how he does it, but you know, he has the inside scoop of my collection, that's for sure. All right, so we have the Dream here. If we can draw 1 land, Gambling Gas into the Dispute into turn 3 Lolth is the Dream. Goblin always says the thing after the thing. You say he has a thing for it. Hopeful Initiate. This card's pretty good. 1 mana, 1/2 with training. Yeah, Scorpion's pretty good. Listen, I'm gonna build a deck that hopefully can counter you next time you try to play Stasis. It's a goal of mine. Listen, I don't think anybody realizes this except for the people that we played with, Amber, like Talia and EK and yourself. I don't think anybody on Twitter or anything realizes this, but I took the Stasis back. I think that people just assumed that I just kept it on board and was just a dick. I think that's what people thought. Yeah, everybody left that out. Like, okay, I'm just the bad guy. Well, you were the bad guy for playing it in your deck in the first place. Listen, give me a break, okay? I spent an hour trying to set up my stuff. Listen. The last thing I thought about was Rule 0, okay? That's the last thing I thought about. The only thing I was thinking about was how to get my freaking stream set up to work. Alright? Give me a break. It's raining. The terrible part about turn 3 Lolth here is that Lolth still dies. Oh my gosh, Amber, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you so much. If anybody has any ideas for the next sub goal, I'm all ears, but we're 6 away from me gifting 5 more subs out to chat. And I have no removal spells on my hand, so there's that. I think 3 power is good against this board here. Oh, geez. You calm down, opponent? Yo, Norm, thanks for the host. I think I'm just in Blood in the Snow waiting room here, right? Blood in the Snow or Meat Hook waiting room? Pretty strong. Can I get a Meat Hook Massacre, please? One time for the 1. Alright, 1 time for the 1. Meat Hook Massacre. The finest of Meat Hooks. Kill this Clarion Spirit, I guess. I think I'm doing this, so I save 3 damage and I get a 2/1/1 Pesties. Buying some time. I don't want to be mana efficient though. What if I do this and Fellstinger for a land? Actually, that doesn't do anything because I have to sacrifice something. Spellbinder threatens the block. Edgar, if they don't hard draw land right now, I think Edgar actually stops the Hopeful from attacking. No, I think I'm just going to go Edgar here. It's mana efficient. Stuff. Give me Hook Massacre, please. You drew a Paladin class, which is actually insane. So good. Aspirant does make it bigger, but it does give us a blocker. Actually, I should just go no blocks here because Edgar actually stops all these from attacking. Actually, they're all going to get buffed next turn. I can't use my treasure because I need to draw blood in the snow. Which is an awkward spot to be in. Imagine it being a 1-mana 5/6. Need to buy as much time as possible. I'm dead to just the flyers. I don't play a flyer here. Actually, I'm pretty dead in a lot of different ways. I needed a meat hook. I think I just go Verse and Crippling Fear, and then like out. And Edgar and Spellbinder. What's better, a Spellbinder or a Graveyard Trespasser? Probably Trespasser, right? Then Redain's okay if they have a bunch of 1/1s. They're attacking me, I can just use the backside of it. Okay, it's not the best, but it's okay. What a hand. Holy crap. Alright, I'm gonna draw land. I will 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 draw land. 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 Please, never didn't have it. Never freaking never didn't have it. Sometimes you just have to have skills. Is what I don't have. Narrator, John Ramos would have never drawn a land there. You gotta play their outs, chat. Play to your outs. You'll get there. In life? That's actually hilarious, Goblin. Oh no, that's a Spellbinder. Omega Papega, yikes. I was watching Disguised Toast stream for a little bit yesterday, and he was saying, why don't we just make a emote, or maybe a couple emotes, maybe it's animated, maybe it's not, of just, instead of like Omega LOL or Papega, we just combine them, do like Omega Papega LOL W, or like just a bunch of them in a row. It's like do hybrid emotes. How cool would that be? Monka Omega Papega S. Deadly Dispute. Jabasted? Who made that one? The Thanksgiving one? Wait, what? Put the pressure on, shall we? Jabasted sounds insane. Alright, so if they try to Brutal Cathar us or something, we're gonna get rid of our Trespasser? Maybe I'm just deadly disputing anyway. Kappa Monka Pepe Hands Dan's Game S. Yeah. Yeah, what does that look like? I don't even think I'm supposed to use this deadly dispute here. Hey, thanks, Drew. Wait, is this the Drew from Vegas? Please tell me it is. Not. Okay, I'm still happy you're here. Regardless. What if I just... use my hive and just attack with both, and just race them? Is that gonna work? Probably not. Well, I mean, if I attack them here, that means that they, like, maybe play another creature or two? I mean, if they activate Paladin, they have to have an extra mana and activate Paladin, and then they hit me for 12? Outlaw Coach, thanks for the follow. Alternatively, I could just Deadly Dispute this treasure and then try to see what I draw. I think attacking is kind of risky. Risque. I mean, like, do I want to trade a Trespasser for the Usher? They already know I have Blood in the Snow, so, like, could just trade. I don't know, it might not be worth attacking there. I mean, I could just Shambling Gas for a treasure and then Blow in the Snow. That brings back my Trespasser anyway. I'm playing the Blood in the Snow next turn anyway. You definitely just save all the damage possible. Honestly, I don't even think Lolth is a bad play here. Because they have to commit really hard to the board to get rid of Lolth.
Envy the strong, I will cull the weak.
Then when they commit to the board, I just Blow in the Snow. Really tough spot for the opponent to be in here. I do not want to be in the mono white spot in this spot. Only war now is Legion Angel. Yeah, Legion Angels could be a problem. Are all the mono white decks playing Legion Angel still? They have to commit? Yeah, because I just keep making 2-1 every turn. And I get to trade with their Faceless Haven too. Unless they give it Double Strike. Oh, that's true. That was a good play from them. I could just block the Double Strike and take 4.
we will slay our enemies.
I think I'm okay. Seems like they have a fateful absence.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they definitely have fateful absence.
The knowledge you seek.
I don't think attacking here is bad. Here they have Fateful Absence or like Allenbach or something. But if they have that, I think they would have cast it. Or like they have the thing that phases out their stuff. Fine. That's fine. Like, if they don't want to kill Loth before blood, I'm just gonna keep using Loth to make 2-1s. Like, this will kill 3 creatures, which puts Loth to 5.
My power is for annihilation. Subservience will be rewarded. My will cannot be denied.
Like, this is the difficult part about playing against this deck. Like, once Loth comes down, like, they're playing around this blood and the snow the whole time, and it's just, like, impossible. I think I need one of these fighters.
Do what I demand.
Do I like lands or do I like lands? Someone tell me. Oh yeah, I did keep a 1-lander to this game. God. Yo. Imagine keeping a 1-lander, chat. Feels good, man. I really hope that this Carlos person I'm playing it doesn't find out that I kept the 1-lander. Dang. I ever keep a no lander and win? I know of one of my opponents that did that. They kept the one lander, and their one land was a MDFC, and then I thought seized it out of their hand. This was historic. So they had no lands, and they drew lands for the rest of the game per turn, and actually won the game. It was actually crazy.
A gift in exchange for loyalty. We will slay our enemies.
That's actually hilarious.
I, the generous one.
I think we're gonna be okay, chat. This Thalia does have first strike, which is annoying, so we're gonna have to draw like a hard removal spell for it, but we're okay. We might be in Garbaggio time, but you never know, I guess. Seems like we're in Garbaggio time, though. Okay. Guard. I actually can't attack with Hive and Meat Hook for 6. Meat Hook for 3. Thalia first strikes my Fell Stinger, right? Or my Edgar, whatever. Either one. My point is, I don't think it matters what dies here. I want them to animate Facial Save to block with it, so I can also kill that with Meat Hook. Like, they know I've had blood on the snow since turn 3 in the game. The Hook for 3 is super brutal. So I take 4, and then I kill... Then I minus Lolth. And then Meat Hook killing 4 of my things.
I will get what I want. My will cannot be denied.
Like Meat Hook for 1, right?
Subservience will be a reward.
I guess I'll just Meat Hook for 3 to kill the Thalia. Who cares?
Subservience will.
Nice. That was a good way to win. Woo. That was a cool way to win. That was cool. That was spicy. Nah, I'm not a BM gamer, chat. Alright, I can't really pass up Shambling Ghast into Meat Hook Massacre. Meat Hook's 40-ish. Thalia's a little bit of a problem. Alright, we'll survive. We will survive. Well, they can't really attack into Shambling Ghast because then Thalia dies. So we have that working for us. One problem next turn is going to be if they have an Elite Spellbinder, then Meat Hook Massacre is going to be harder to cast. We're just going to play a Snow Cover Swamp and then Deadly Dispute the Shambling Ghast. Hopefully they just go super wide here. Oh, yeah, they had the Spellbinder. Alright, so they have to take Meat Hook, right? I mean, I could just Deadly Dispute the Shambling Ghast, doing -1 to Thalia. Then they take my Meat Hook Massacre anyway, and it doesn't matter. Because if they take my Meat Hook Massacre and I kill the Thalia, that means Meat Hook Massacre's 2 more, which means I can still Meat Hook for 1. I don't know. The reason why I would use Dispute there is that they could take it. Yeah. Their board doesn't die, though. The Clarion Spirit lives because Thalia stays on board. Oh, wait, no. Shambling Ghast can kill their Clarion Spirit. Well, that's called value. I mean, I think the same thing would have happened either way. Why didn't they spell by Meat Hook? It was a lose-lose situation. And Meat Hook, no. Meat Hook's not nearly as good as you guys think it is. It's good, but it's not bannable. Oh my gosh, Thoughtseize bug. What's Thoughtseize bug? It's when your opponent takes something out of your hand and you draw it the very next turn. Dang, Adeline is really good right here. It actually gets to kill the wolf. But I could just do this and this. Kill these 2 cards. Deal 2 to them. Then I get to go Eye Twitch. Deadly Dispute. Mascot Exhibition. Draw 2 lands, of course, because why not? Land minus again.
Do what I demand.
Trespasser, you say? Let's go Trespasser and Edgar this turn, I think. Because Trespasser is a little bit of annoying for them. I get to get rid of some of their creatures. Get to do this and this. We get to do that. We get to draw a card. Give me a Eye Twitch. Okay, and how am I so good at this? What just happened? What the heck, dude? I think I cheated. What? The heck was that? I every sub gifted to the channel, I just gift over to the shuffler. I don't get any money off of gift subs. I just gift it to the shuffler. Okay, you have no proof of this because I will not show you proof of this because I don't want you guys to do it for yourselves. But just telling you how it works for me. I had but one James having the exact opposite day Hoogland had on the arena ladder. Yeah, that was, I watched some of that while I was eating before the stream started. That was difficult, to say the least.
My will cannot be denied. We will slay.
Holy crap, this is insane. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Do those triggers in paper, chat. I dare you. I'm looking at my untapped profile right now to see how many matches I just won with this. Won 2 matches? I need to get one more win in. We lost to Mono Green, beat Sultai, and beat Mono White. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Mono White should have bounced, right, Garrick the Cursed? straight up bamboozled. Opponent questioning life as well as deck choices. They're like, where's the is it Goldspan Dragon nonsense? Why is nobody on ladder playing Oran's Epiphany? Why do I get paired against the worst matchup ever? Orzhov, Midrange? They're shouting at the matchmaking gods as we speak. Matchmaker, can I please just throw you a 20? Matchmaker, please, just let me give you a 20. I promise you, I'll get you back later when I hit #1 mythic. I placed 4th Thalia, you queued me into Orzhov, you loser shuffler! They kept a 1-lander and still beat me, how is this even possible? Raging at the sky. Yeah, yeah, Nuno spoke incredibly soon. Yeah. Oh. We're still getting horrified, though. Oh, geez. They're playing our cards against us. They have lion sleeves now. Oh, no. What have we done to deserve this? What have we done? Oh my gosh, if that was a graveyard trespasser right there, that would have been insane. It took my merchant, how dare they? Alright, here's where they, in response, use Skullport Merchant, sacrificing the treasure and drawing a card. Whoa? This. What are they playing? So they're gonna meat hook massacre me next turn then? Is that why they don't care? Oh, they have a Siphon Insight. I don't know. I still would have drawn a card there, unless they really want to play Hullbreaker next turn. It took my lull. Not good.
Are you enraptured? But my will cannot be denied.
Why are they taking my lull? Not good. I literally just have to do this. That is unfortunate. They kept their 2-1.
Oh, you'll fall into my web again.
The sweeper? Why the heck did they attack there? Alright, so they're gonna cast Hullbreaker and then I'm gonna blow it in the snow. Oh. What? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They can't kill me, though. How is that lethal? Someone explain? Yeah, the land I just blocked with my cave. They have to have hope. They have to have hull, and they also have to have the 1 mana. Wait, no, they can't actually kill me. They have to have a land, and they also have to have like a 1 mana spell, right? They have to have an instant speed 1 mana spell to kill me. Am I doing math wrong here? That's not true. I just cave on attackers. Yeah, it's not lethal. But what they are gonna do is they're gonna use both Siphon Insights and stuff to like keep bouncing stuff. It's unfortunate. But like at this point, I'm never resolving a spell, right? Like I basically just have no hand. A Field of Ruin's also annoying. Like, why'd they have to give this card Flash? It is 7 mana, though. Like, if we had drawn another removal spell outside of our 1 copy of Inferno Grasp, we would have been fine there. Keep drawing lands, though. Alright, so I have to keep forcing... I have to force their hand here, unfortunately. It actually played Syncopate. Oh my gosh, and I don't actually have a black mana left over? How awful is that? Auto Tapper really screwing me over there. 11 damage. Oh, well, you guys are saying good game. Listen, if it's not game, then don't say good game. I don't understand. Wow, I didn't actually expect them to have, like, actual counterspells in their hand also on top of this. That also means they had just a really good hand, too. I'm just dead to their 2-1s. Wow, so Siphon Insight got 3 really powerful spells from me. Siphon Insight got my Skullport Merchant, which let them ramp to even cast Hullbreaker Horror in the first place. It got my Lolth to make the 2-1s that eventually killed me, and also got my Liaza. Yo, Charismus, welcome back. Welcome back to Jametown. For some reason it won't let me actually do it though. Christmas, can you type in chat? Not letting me for some reason. Alright, what am I taking out here? Christmas, it won't let me, so if you type in chat, I can click on your name a different way. But I need Christmas to speak in chat. Yeah, it's not letting me. Alright, Christmas, hopefully it lets me do it this way. Alright, there we go. There we go, let me. Does the Celestis trigger Hullbreaker? No, it says whenever you cast a spell, right? Now we are only 5 subs away from me gifting 5 more subs. If we get 5 subs within the next 4 minutes, I will gift 3 more subs on top of the 5. So 8. I will gift 8 gifted subs if we get 5 subs in the next 4 minutes, which is not going to happen, which is why I said that. All right. Is like an okay hand? All right. Land iTwitch. Don't duress my Lolth. They think duress is going to work against me. All I do is draw lands. Imagine duressing the person that only draws lands. They should understand. They should have watched my stream more. Yeah, they definitely should have watched my stream more. Wow. They got to understand that they shouldn't bring in duress against me. I didn't cast Spellbinder to play around Draw Disruption. I love Trespasser in these matchups. Much value. For geek. Yikes. Hopefully that last card isn't a lull. I think Memory Deluge is pretty good. Yeah, hitting Siphon is super good. I honestly wish I had more Trespassers. There's just not enough room. Oh my gosh, come on. That's a good draw. This also dodges Deluge. Not Deluge. It dodges Verdict. You're going to Memory Deluge. What's up, Dark? That's a good draw. You don't have Field of Ruin in play right now. They do get to look at more cards, but it does make them not be able to double spell easier. This is kind of like an updated version of trying some cards post Crimson Vow, but this deck has always been really nice, really good for me, really good. All right, so I just go with Hive here. If they have Hullbreaker, they have Hullbreaker, right? There's nothing really I can do. Nothing really I can do about it. And like if Edgar dies, it's whatever anyway. I get rid of the Deluge, and if they use it in response, I still win. Oh my god! You waited till the last second! Holy crap. If Edgar dies with Liaison, does he return to hand or get transformed? I think you can choose. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to find out. Holy crap. Arson, Shlom, Z, Untapped, Sunny. Make sure to give a huge freaking shout out to Rizel Karoy for gifting a 5. Okay, well, I guess now I'm gifting 8. Alright, I said it wasn't gonna happen and then it happened, chat. What does that mean? Am I gonna die to Hullbreaker again? That suck. Hopefully this lets me gift sub. Alright, chat, I'm gonna let you guys decide on what you think the next sub goal should be. Go. Hopefully I don't have a counterspell. Like... they can't really deal with this Hive, right? No freaking way. No way. Wow. Agua, Stormbreath, Bearded. Yo, Bearded's in chat. Name is Bud, Tempting, Dex, Sup, Vincent. Welcome back, everybody. I think I win with Faceless Haven anyway. Hopefully. Please don't draw Field of Ruin. Holy crap. Are you actually kidding me? What the heck, dude? Let me win. Let me get this game. I can't even deal damage to them next turn, right? Because if they cast 2 spells this turn, they get to... Oh. Game? Game? Oh my gosh. Exaxes. Can I get some Exaxes, please? Can I get some Exaxes? Just give him, just hand him over. Hand him over. Hand over the Exaxes. Give them to me. This hand good? I don't know, but I'm keeping it. Get some pressure on first before we start discarding their hand. Get this Shambling Ghast on board. No Siphon Insight's good for us. You love to see that. They could have Shadow's Verdict, so I don't really want a Spellbinder. But if I Spellbinder, I can take the Shadow's Verdict, so I have to have 2 of them. So, hopefully they don't have 2 Shadow's Verdicts. Syncopate, Wash Away, Siphon Insight, Vanishing Verse. So I just take their... I mean, both of these can counter my Go Blank. I think Wash Away's the card to take here. Or take Vanishing Verse. Vanishing Verse could be a card to take because they'd have to spend their whole next turn casting that. Yeah, Vanishing Verse is definitely the card to take here. It's like... my pressure's getting a little bit too good. Fucking Duress and then Spellbinder? See, and now they can't get rid of my board. Vanishing Verse is gone. Now they have to go get a Lolth or something. And now they have to draw like a sweeper right now. Like, is that card a sweeper? Like, this one card probably has to be Shadow's Verdict. They didn't syncopate because they wanted the Siphon Insight. This goes to graveyard and it exiles the card. So it kind of plays around Spellbinder in a way. They're gaining a ton of life off Celestis, though. Go ahead and attack them first, see what happens. Yep, Vanishing Verse gets rid of that. They have 1 mana left over for Go Blank, and this Go Blank gets rid of card in hand and the Siphon Insight. Oh my gosh, there was a Deluge in there, too. Alright, so now they have my card and a counterspell. Oh my gosh. You're kidding. They top decked Meat Hook. That's my Edgar. Dies, it goes to their board. They have Syncopate that they can't cast. Gosh, that actually hurts so bad. Like, they keep my Edgar forever, right? Oh, it says return to the battlefield. When it dies, return to the battlefield. When it dies, it goes to my graveyard. It says under its owner's control. What could they have drawn there? They drew a spell that they could cast because they would have used Celestis if it was a spell they didn't want. So my guess is this is actually Hullbreaker. It's Hullbreaker or Deluge. No, if it was Deluge, they might have even used it on their turn because they want to switch it to daytime. It also could be a land because they want to syncopate me. It can counter me unless I pay 4, so they can counter any spell I play. So because of this, I think I want them to counter my Fellstinger. Wait. Maybe I want them to counter my Go Blank. I just want to see their card. I'm gonna get in with Eye Twitch anyway. It is Deluge, okay. Going. At least I get to discard these cards unless they have a counterspell right now off the Deluge. Okay, good. Whew. Go Blank was a good card to play there. Oh, you land. Land? Yep. I think that's also a land, because they didn't discard that card. They discarded the card they drew. Probably discard another land. Yep. I don't know how I know these things, too. And so I get Edgar, right? Perfect. 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 Why does Celestis gain so much life, cat? Like, way too much freaking life.
You deal with this annoyance.
I just cast Lolth, right? No. I cast Felstinger because I can draw Go Blank. Or they could just wash away it and I keep my Lolth now. Alright. So if they do nothing, that means they go to 5, which means I can't kill them. Because I have 4 damage on board. Oh. Or they could just scoop. They were gonna gain a life. Ooh, baby. Alright, what was that about us not being able to kill the control deck? What was that? What was that thing? Can I say that again? All right, sounds good, Black Diamond. See you soon. Yeah, horror goes down too. Is there anything that I would change about this? No, I like Felstinger. I don't know. I don't know whether I like Felstinger or Skullport Merchant better, but let's go ahead and go over a little bit of a recap here. Because we did win our 3 matches with this. Let's talk about it. Okay, Jamers, I'm going to let you know a little bit about this deck and how it performed for me. As you just saw, we won 3 times against some good decks there. I don't know if I'd change anything, to be honest. Vanishing Verse to Infernal Grasp, I mean, you could play 4 Vanishing Verse if you want to and have this a little bit tuned to your playstyle. Maybe you play 3 Edgar Charmgroom if you'd like. We didn't draw Lieza, but we had one of our opponents draw Lieza against us with Siphon Insight. But all in all, this is very strong. I think it has a good matchup against Mono White, as you saw earlier on in the video. If you got this far, in the video, post a comment saying exactly this. Post a comment saying Hail Edgar, Hail Edgar in the comments if you got this far, so I know how many of you got this far. Other than that, there's going to be a video that's popping up on the screen right now, so make sure to click on that. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. All right. That's it for the UTOBS video. And that is going to be... That was a good stream. That was a good deck. I love Orzhov midrange to begin with, like Orzhov midrange control stuff in standard. And us beating the black-blue control deck, like pretty good. Also, we were in a couple losing positions and almost won the one that we actually lost anyway. So like, Like they got kind of lucky to even get in the spot that they were in, because I thought we were in a good position. Hullbreaker just at the end of the game was too powerful for us to get out of at the end there, but beating them in a match there, granted it's not a high sample size, it's just only one match, but I do think it has a chance to be really good in this meta. So if you like Black-White, you like Orzhov, you like control decks, you like mid-range styles, make sure to flop this deck and copy it into Arena. Try it out for yourself. I like it. We're gonna be playing a match against, I believe it's Nimblesloth tomorrow with this deck also, and then we might play a different deck. We might keep playing this deck, whatever it is. But thank you all for hanging out, and we're gonna go ahead and go over to somebody else here. Who is on DGen Gaming that's currently streaming right now? They're not. Well, they are, but they're not streaming Magic. All right, let's go ahead and. Such hard decisions. Everyone's so good. All right, let's go ahead and go over to... Wait, what are they streaming? All right, let's give Striderstone some love. I haven't read his Striderstone in a very long time. He's not usually live when I am, so let's give Striderstone some love. Have a wonderful rest of your day, folks, and let me know in the Discord if you'd like in the suggestions part, in the ideas and suggestion part of the Discord. Make sure you let me know what you want the next sub goal to be. So looking forward to doing a next sub goal. You can do the gift 5 subs also again if you like that, but let me know some ideas or suggestions you have on the next sub goal, and I'll see you next time. And as always, Goose Gang out. Let's go.